iPhone 4S. The point of today's video is to see if it's usable in 2019. Yes, I just did one a few months ago for 2018, but I decided to redo it since like a lot of people actually like that video and then probably would want to see if it's still usable in 2019, which is a brand new year. So we're going to do a little test to see how usable it is. So first, let's make sure nothing's in the background. If it is, let's clear it out. So I'm clicking the home button. Yeah, a lot of stuff is in the background, so we're going to need to test all these apps out. Okay, so first of all, let's test out this app called Stacks, which we're going to see how well it works on iOS 9. Yeah, so let's do a little quick stats right here. So quick, this phone has iOS 9, and it also only has 512 megabytes of RAM only. So with that in mind, let's just see how well this loads up. So it took about 8 seconds since Stack have already loaded up, and let's see how well it works. Okay, so just doing some basic little tests of it. It actually is pretty fast. It's a little bit slow in certain parts of it, but other than that, it's actually not that bad. So now we're going to jump into this app called Jelly Jump, and we're going to see how well it loads back up. So we're waiting for this thing right here, and this should take an average about 10 seconds, or a little less, or a little more. I really don't know what to expect from a 512 megabyte phone. So let's just keep that in mind and try to load this app up, because I'm really curious to know how well this would work. So let's go Jelly Jump right here, and let's tap to play, and let's see what happens. Okay, so yeah, we'll see how good the gameplay is. Okay, so it's actually very laggy, but it's also not horrible. So I think it's actually not that bad. So let's just see if stairs or Stack can reopen, because we left it open in the background. And no, the 512 megabytes RAM does not let it reopen. So Jelly Jump, yes, I reopened because we were just on it. Okay, now let's do some little basic little extra tests right here. We're going to do the settings, see what that opens up. Okay, I gotta click it twice, obviously. Okay, so for some reason, the phone is being not that bad, but settings took a while to load up. Not something you would want to wait for every time you open up your phone. So now we're going to do the camera test right here. We get my little battery pack and just focus this on it right here. We want to see how well it works. So I took the little picture. Oops, took 2 pictures, and I won't show you on the screen here. So the quality is actually not that bad for an 8 megapixel camera. So just a camera test, I'll probably give a solid 3 out of 10. Yes, it's only 3. You know, it's not that bad. I still think it should only get a 3 because it's pretty bad. But okay, maybe it's not right to give it just a 3. Maybe like a 4.5 out of 10. But whatever. Okay. So now let's just do the, okay, so yeah, it has only 500 megabytes of RAM, so that's pretty bad. But now let's just, from the home screen, let's see how easy it is to open up the camera right here. So the camera from the lock screen is actually not that bad. Now let's just swipe over here. Let's see how easy that is. So that's very easy to swipe back and forth like that, and also just up like this. So we won't do like this, up and down, okay? It has quite a bit of lag when doing that, but nothing that isn't horrible. Okay. So we got a little lag right here, and not that much lag, but surprisingly that actually is not that bad. So you came here for the all-around score. The all-around score of this little phone right here, this iPhone 4S, the all-around score of it, I would probably say a solid 6.5 out of 10. That's right, only 6.5. I don't just think it deserves much more. But for, I guess, for a phone that like you can find on eBay right now, used for like $10 cheap. $10 is very cheap. So I'll probably give it a 6.5 out of 10 in my final score. Okay, now let's since the test is over, let's get the basic specs once again. So it has the 2 speakers at the bottom, and of course it has the old 30-pin charger, which is located at the bottom of the phone. And then we have the 1 camera right here, which is only an 8 megapixel camera, along with the flash. We also have the little circular volume clicker buttons, and along with the mute switch that is actually, it's very similar to the iPhone 5. We have the SIM tray right here, and we have the headphone jack actually on the top, unlike the 5 and 5S and 5C and so on. But this, and the power button is also at the top, just like identical to the 5 and SE. Okay, so basically that's basically all we have to cover, and it has 512 megabytes of RAM, along with iOS 9, which is the latest it can receive. So yeah, that's all about the 4, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please like the video right down there. Just click that like button, also subscribe, and be notified when I upload new content. Just ring that bell icon. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.